Back once again, and this is probably the final in this series of the little red oil can. So as you've seen from my previous videos, and I haven't decided if I'm going to create one big video or stitch everything together or have a couple of smaller videos, but I found this at Harbor Freight and I use it for oiling the ram on my lock and load. So got tired of sprays, and I got tired of the grease with the Zerk inserts and the Zerk mounts rather, and this works adequately. So the downside is because of the oil and the quality of the build, as you can see, it just seems to leak forever and a day. So I change out these towel, bingo. I change these out, once every couple days, and it especially leaks around the top. And I'm guessing that's because of the pressure and the air and everything, and you name it. So I normally had it on my bench. And again, I would see that the cloth would get soaked, and I don't want it all over the leather. Not that it would hurt it, or all over the wood, just because. So I thought, what can I do about this? And I originally thought, well, let me just get a magnet and I'll hold this up against part of my bench with a magnet. And then I thought, well, that's not going to solve anything for the dripping or the leaking or the oil issue. It would just solve the where to put it. So I put that thought aside, and then I came up with another idea because I had some leftover wood in the shop, in the garage. My shop. My garage is my shop. So I did a project that never amounted to anything. So I repurposed some wood and took two other projects worth of wood, and I created this little stand. And then I shot it. It's just oak, glued together, screwed together, and then I shot it with my favorite coating of truck bed. And then I had this old magnet, this heavy-duty magnet, that I essentially bolted in so that I could mount this to the frame of my bench, and I'll show you where I mount it. And I essentially, then I put some, cut up some towel and some, I don't know what this stuff was called, shelf liner. And I essentially have this hanging on the bench. So I will take my camera off tripod here, and I will show you what it looks like on the frame of the bench. So here's an area of the bench and one of the posts, and what I'm going to do is just, all it has to do is get kind of close, and as you can see, that magnet is tough. In fact, let me change hands, center that a little better, and hopefully the camera's not jumping around. And then I'll probably lower that a little bit so it doesn't hit anything. But that's essentially the idea, is the can is off the bench, out of the way, and in an area where it can leak all it wants and not affect anything. And it's still integral to the bench for use on the lock and load, which is about 2 feet away. So that is the end of this particular saga with the cute Harbor Freight mini oil can.